what are you really hungry for challenge. I can't believe it's day 4 already. Where is the time going? It seems to go so fast. But I hope you're all enjoying the content so far. I just wanted to take a moment to say, wherever you are on this journey, if you feel you have missed days or let it slip or something like that, it's okay. Just avoid getting into the cycle of feeling like you're failing or you're not keeping up or you're behind, because I know that is such a feeling and a mindset of diets, right? Like beating ourselves up because we failed or we ate something wrong or, you know, anything like that. So I just want you to honor where you're at. If you're just on day 1, that's okay. Go back and finish it. If you're on day 2, it's okay. Take it at your pace. Like, yes, it's a 7-day challenge, but the content isn't going anywhere. So work through it. There's some people that are just joining today. So just set it as an intention, make it non-negotiable that you're going to finish it, you're going to complete it, you're going to work through it, because there's going to be a lot of value and a lot of things that you can take away from this that are going to make a really big difference in your eating habits, for your body, in your life. So stick with it. I believe in you. You've got this. You can do it. Today, day 4, we are talking about habits. This is when your behaviors have become so habitual that you're just doing them on autopilot. So you kind of lose sight of exactly why you're doing them. So a lot of the time I will ask them, well, why are you eating at that time? Like, I don't know. Don't even know why I'm eating. I don't even realize I'm eating sometimes. And this is because it has become such an autopilot response, right? It is just happening, and it's happening without you even being conscious of it. So for example, there may have been a time in the past where you went through something quite big or quite emotional, and you use food in that moment to make you feel better. You use it for comfort, you use it to give you that distraction or that coping mechanism, or to soothe something that you were feeling. And so what will have happened is it will have created this belief of food equals comfort, or food is a reward. And once that is planted in there, what your mind will do is, like, that actually creates like a neural pathway in your brain. And the next time you feel that emotion, or you feel under pressure, or you need to get that comfort or reward, your mind will go, well, how did I do that last time? What's the quickest, easiest, most effective way for me to get that outcome? I'll do what I did before. And it runs that pathway again. It fires that neural pathway, and it does it. And it gets the reward, it gets the comfort. It's like, this is good, this is working, this is giving me what I need. And so it does it again, and it does it again, and it does it again, and it does it again. And without you realizing, over time, this will just be firing so quick and so fast that it feels like it is completely out of your control. This is when you will find yourself at the kitchen cupboard just like eating and don't even know why, or you find yourself in the fridge and like, why am I here again? And you find yourself at the bottom of a bag of crisps and they're all gone because you didn't even realize you were eating. It just happening, right? It's autopilot response. This can become a bit of a problem because we find it hard to identify why we are using food the way we're using it. And it's obviously we're eating way more than we need because it's just happening without us even thinking about it. It can also happen in the respect of, you know, you have to have a biscuit when you have a cup of tea. Those two things go in hand. There's just these habits that arise, or when you drive home you have a snack in the car, or, you know, when you see a certain friend you eat a certain food. You know, there's all these different things that we do that have become habitual, that we're not even that conscious that we're doing, that are having a really big impact on our eating habits and what we think we're hungry for, right? Like sometimes you're using food in that moment, but you're not hungry, you're not physically hungry, you're not needing food, you're needing a distraction or a coping mechanism, or you like unconsciously you're feeling something or something's going through your mind, and so you're turning to that same outlet that worked once before. Now what we want to start to do is transform this as your default program, because it will be. You'll find that if you're ever under pressure or emotional or something big happens, maybe your go-to thing is food, and that's because it has been set as your default program, right? And so it's starting to undo that. And the way we can start undoing that is the first step of any change is awareness. So we have to bring these unconscious habits that are running around food into your conscious awareness, so you can then start asking the questions, why am I doing this? Why am I eating? And the way I want you to start doing that this week, becoming more conscious of your eating habits, is one, I want you to listen to an audio meditation that I've given you that is designed to help you become more present and more mindful in general, in your general life, so you can become that way around food. Because remember, how you're being around food is not just about food, it's how you're being in yourself and being in your life. If you're being mindless with food, you're being mindless in life. If you're running these unconscious habits around food, you're just not being conscious in your everyday life. You're probably rushing from thing to thing, to job, from things you're doing. And there's no space and time, mindfulness, presence, groundedness to be that way with food. Is that making sense? Let me know in the comments if it is. So what we want to aim to do is create more presence, more mindfulness, more groundedness in your everyday life, so you can bring that around food as well. That's the aim. So the audio is designed to help you do that, to be more conscious, to be more present. And I want you to listen to this if you can every day. It's going to be really beneficial. So build it into a little daily devotion practice or daily routine or daily ritual that you can use, so you can make sure that you are being more mindful. And when you're more mindful, you can catch the eating that's happening, and then you can be more mindful of why you're eating, which means you can then work on that. And you can also be more mindful and present when you are eating, which means you're going to eat slowly and the food will reach your belly quicker. You'll get the signal that you're full quicker, and then you can stop. You can be conscious, mindful and present, so you can stop eating when you're full. And that is like half the battle, right? If we are eating what we want, we're eating consciously and mindfully from a place of physical hunger, not emotional. We stop when we're full, and that's it. And you know, the more present and mindful you are when you're eating, you're going to make better choices, you're going to eat slower, and it's just going to be a way more enjoyable process. I want you to bring some attention to why you are eating. So once you start using this audio and you're becoming more present and conscious, I want you to start being aware of the times that you are eating and really asking why. And thinking about these categories that you're learning here on this challenge, and thinking about the reasons why you use food. Like, what emotion am I feeling? Is this something I'm trying to get from this food? Is this something I'm trying to squash down that I don't want to deal with? Am I procrastinating? Am I avoiding something? Am I feeling lonely? Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling overwhelmed, stressed? What am I experiencing that is making me turn to food? Because it is not food that I want. I am not physically hungry. So what am I trying to use this food for? And start getting clear with that. You can write it out in your journal. Start keeping a note of why you are using food in certain moments, and the power that comes from that is then that list that you kind of accumulate is going to be the things that need work on. If it's emotional, we need to clear some emotion. If it's stress, we bring down the stress. If it's lack of fulfillment in your life, or you're unhappy in your job or in your relationship, that's what needs to work. So the only way you're going to heal this eating habit for good is by really finding the things that it's really about and addressing them. So I really want today to start bringing those unconscious habits into your conscious awareness. Let me know how you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know when you've done the tasks, and I hope the banging in the background, because I'm using the library today because my Wi-Fi is broken at home and I can't get any bit of signal because we live in the countryside. So unless I stand outside in the back of the garden in the freezing cold at a certain tree, I can get 1 bar, but that's it. So I'm hoping I can still get to all the Facebook comments and everything as well, guys. Just a reminder, we still have the live Q&A on Sunday the 4th of June, so remember that. I'm going to be answering any questions you have about the Academy, and also about the Academy, oh my goodness, what is with my brain today, about the challenge. Also, if you are thinking about taking your journey further with Mind Over Muffin and you would like some more info on the Academy, I was one step ahead of myself there, do reach out, because there is the opportunity to save over $2,000 when you sign up by the 5th of June. So do reach out if you want more information on how the Academy works. and I will leave it there for today, ladies. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the group.